I am very happy to get this opportunity to say a few words, to share my thoughts about Amcha Ghar on this occasion of their Silver Jubilee. The reason why I am very fond of Amcha Ghar is because they support the girl child, especially in a country like India. There are many children, many girl children from backward societies, from the slums, and from families which don't have adequate resources to assist these girl children to come up and become useful members of society. And it is this work that Amcha Ghar has been doing for the last 25 years with remarkable success. I remember meeting Tony many years ago. He was a caterer, a very successful caterer, and he was catering for a function, and somebody introduced him to me, and I said, please come along. And at the end of the function, there was some leftover food. And Tony asked me, what are you going to do with this leftover food? I said, I really don't know, because the people here won't be able to consume it. It's more than we are able to use. So he said, do you mind if, he says, I have 7 children at home, so do you mind if I take the extra home? I said, certainly. I would be very, very happy if you take the extra home. A few months later, Tony was again catering for a function organized by me, and he said, at the end of the function, what are you going to do with the leftover food? I said, you have 7 children. You told me last time you have 7 children. Well, if the food is useful to you, you can certainly take it. I would be more than happy. So he said, no, actually I have 11 children. I said, what? I mean, it was only a few months ago that you had 7 and now you have 11. I said, this is really quite beyond me. I've heard of, people getting twins, but now in a few months you got an addition of 4 children. And there was Tony shyly smiling at me. He says, no, you don't understand. I said, well, what is it that I don't understand? Could you share with me? And then he explained to me how Sushila, who is a qualified social worker, I think she's mastered in social work, and she was working in the slums, and she used to look after these children, teach them and educate them and train them. And then in the evening she had to come home and leave the girl children in the slums. And she just couldn't, she said these children are getting, people are taking advantage of them. And so with Tony's help, they started bringing them home, and then he said she started with 3 children and went to 7 and 11. I said, oh, that's the secret of your growing family. He said, yes, we've adopted them, we're trying to start an NGO, and we want to look after the girl child. So thereafter, whatever support I could give to Tony and Sushila, I made them the official caterers at several places where I had the ability to introduce a caterer, because he was a really good caterer. Not only were we helping his business, because all the money he made on his catering business went into supporting this project. And all the leftover food also was accounted for, which I thought was really wonderful. And Amcha Ghar has grown and grown and grown. They grew to 30 and 30 plus. And over the years, so many children have passed through. Sushila has been doing an excellent job, and Tony has been supporting them. They started with 1 flat, and then the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th, and then they opened their own school to give education, because there were so many problems getting these children, who didn't have proper documents, getting them admission in proper schools. So they opened their own schools, and they've been doing an outstanding job. Unfortunately, on the Silver Jubilee, we are all going to miss Tony, since he left us during the pandemic. But I'm sure that wherever he is today, his heart and soul will still be with Amcha Ghar and with all of us who support this wonderful project. I have nothing but words of praise for Sushila, her understanding of how to look after these children and the way she has developed this project. Well, Tony provided the finance. He was like a father to these children. They decided not to have any of their own children, but to just go on bringing in more and more underprivileged girls. Today, some of these girls, some of them have become software engineers, MBAs, and I'm looking forward to, a dramatic growth as time passes. I wish Amcha Ghar all the best today and for all the years to come. All the best to you, Sushila and Tony. I hope you can hear my message wherever you are today. And all the children and the inmates and the members of Amcha Ghar, wherever you are today. I wish you all the best. Thank you.